So can you bring us up to date with any injury developments?
No, not really. There's nothing that obviously we've got one or two that we need to look after, protect, take care of, who've run through brick walls for us over the few weeks that we've had. So nothing really. No, I've got two, as you probably noticed last Saturday, Harry Charsley, Aaron Wildig, who've come back. They've had a good week on the training ground, some match minutes last Saturday, so now it's a case of just building their match minutes up as we go. But other than that, then I think we're hoping we're coming through the other side of it. But there's no new injuries in the building, thank God.
And I won't say a free week, but a week without the game is probably just what your squad needed after a busy time and ahead of a really hectic schedule now.
Yeah, listen, it comes around again. It comes around so quick. We're only looking yesterday. I think we played 27, 28 games in such a short period of time. So look, it's brilliant. Games are great. But I'm sure the lads would opt for a Saturday game a week rather than stuck with me or listening to me for 4 or 5 days of the week. So there's positives and negatives in that. But I enjoy it, and the coaches enjoy when we have a free week, so we can get into them and get some bits and pieces ironed out, and we can build on one or two bits and pieces that we've watched, we've looked at, we've learned from. So it's I enjoy the weeks. I enjoy Saturday because I can get on the training ground with the lads. We've managed to rest up. We've managed to get lads some game time on Tuesday. We've had a really productive week. But again, famous last words, that will only, they're only words at this moment in time. We will have to wait and see what the outcome or the end result of our week's work is at Mansfield at 5 o'clock. Tranmere, sorry.
Exactly, yeah. You've got a decent record at Tranmere, but they're a team on the up since Nigel Atkins has come in.
Yeah, they are, yeah. He's changed shape a little bit. They've got a real resilience and character to them now, to their play, as shown away at Sutton in that terrific result for them. They showed great character and resilience. They're a good team. They've got some really good players, and the fan base again is influential. So we're expecting a really tough test. They're well organised. They get behind the ball. They break quickly. So it will be a tough afternoon, and at the start of the season, if somebody had just said to you, look, Tranmere, you'll be above Tranmere after like 20 games, I would have taken it all day long, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, it's going to be a real tough afternoon. They're going to ask questions. It's going to be a real examination of our lads, but it's one that I'm sure we'll relish. We'll step up, and we'll hopefully we can produce.
Shane McLaughlin is delivering for you, isn't he? Goals as much as anything, and really good performances anyway. I don't suppose it's too much of a surprise that there's speculation that people are looking at him. Wickham and Charlton.
Okay, that's interesting. That's good. You mentioned that famous word, that speculation. So do I need to go any further? But look, if people are looking, speculation or no speculation, I'd be delighted if people are looking at our players, because it would show they're being coached well, it would show they're playing well, and it would show that they're good players. So yeah, listen, the more the merrier. If we can turn that speculation into realism, that would be a brilliant achievement for everybody. So I have no issues, and like I say, clubs will always look at good players. I probably, without being going overboard or blowing my own trumpet, we do have a bit of a decent name around the game for coaching, for developing. So we've had, both myself and Joe Dunn have probably had a long history of coaching, developing, and moving on, moving players on. So it's no surprise. Hopefully it's more than speculation, and I hope they're looking at one or two others as well, because, as I said, I think we've been consistent with it. Our performance levels this season have been really good. We haven't got the results, and we haven't got the points total or haul that we would have liked to had. But given even the circumstances of the last 2 months, I still think our performance levels, to a degree, have been relatively good week in, week out. I think there's only once or twice I could stand here in front of you guys and really be annoyed, be frustrated with how we play it in games. But over the majority, I think our performance levels have been good, and that will attract attention.
Plotting move was the phrase used in the article. They're plotting moves for Shane McLaughlin in January. That's not something you welcome the interest. Would you welcome a bid?
Well, like I say, it's only speculation, so we could go down the speculation route all day long. But look, as I say, it's great that teams or clubs are looking at us as a football club, are looking at the players that we've got. So look, that's positive. Shane has been one of our more consistent players. He's chipped in with goals. He's played in a number of positions. But you could say that about 2 or 3 other players as well. So let's wait and see. Look, I'll remind you as well, it wasn't too long ago you guys had me on in the back of a taxi and you were sending me off out of this club somewhere else as well. So look, these things happen again. That was speculation, and I had to sit here and fend off them questions as well. So look, it's speculation is great. Speculation is positive. Once the speculation is positive, sorry, I should say. But let's look, if something comes in, let's deal with it at the time. Let's concentrate on tomorrow and deal with that at a later date if it is or it does come true.
And despite Barnett's late goal, you're in decent enough form to go there with a bit of confidence. Yeah.
I think over the last 5 games, I think it's 1 defeat, 1 draw, 1 defeat, 3 wins. Should have really been 4 wins, to be honest. So that's decent form. And the lads have been good. The lads have been really positive. They've been good. We've had a real tough time, as everybody knows, and hopefully we're seeing that light at the end of the tunnel we keep talking about. Get 1 or 2 senior players back is a real big thing for us. Bringing Seb, bringing Clarkey back over the last couple of weeks has been real good for us. Having Harry Chazzy and Aaron Wildig now amongst as well is decent. Not only on the pitch but off the pitch as well. They're good characters, good people, and they drive standards. They push young lads. They push the team, and hopefully now we can get into some match minutes for Harry and for Wildig. And as you quite rightly said earlier on, coming into a busy period, hopefully we'll have 1 or 2 choices. And the good thing over the last couple of weeks was we were able to fill our bench, so that's another positive. So yeah, we're in a good place. There's a good feel about the place, good feel about the town. So hopefully we can build on it. That's what I keep banging on about, that word consistency. So we can find consistency. That'll bring continuity and that'll bring confidence. And hopefully over the next couple of weeks we can add to our points tally and we can progress in the cup competitions.
That continuity, it can't be underestimated, can it? Because it just gets players able to have their partnerships, combinations and things like that. They know where they stand, whereas at the start of the season it was you just had a new man next to you every week.
Yeah. I think I've spoke to yourself on many of occasions about I didn't feel I was managing the football club. I felt I was just managing situations. I just felt it was patchwork every day. It was a different issue, a different problem. Getting a team on the pitch was my main priority, irrespective of positions and partnerships, and it was all about just getting a team on the pitch. And hopefully now with the players, 1 or 2 players coming back, hopefully now we can get that continuity and that consistency, and that brings confidence. And you can probably see it over the last couple of weeks. As you know as well, I'm not one for ripping things up and change. I don't like you win a game, you lose a game, but if the performance levels are good, we don't tend to rip things up and throw people away. So you get a jersey, hold on to it, and that's my saying. And we're coming into a really, really good period where every professional footballer should enjoy. You're going away to Tranmere, fan base, the noise, the tradition, the history of that football club. What a place to go to on a Saturday afternoon and pit your wits and compete against. You've got television games, you've got a home game against Grimsby, you've got Wrexham coming. You've got some great games coming up. So that's us looking forward. But like I say, we're trying to keep the focus on the next game. But you do as a player, you look at the next week and the next week. So you want to be part of it. So you'll have to show that continuity, you'll have to show that confidence, and you'll have to show that consistency if you want to be in the starting. That there's competition for places.
When you are able to name this sort of squad and the injury situation, it shows why a few weeks ago you said you don't need a really busy January. You don't need too much? That's the case, isn't it? A bit of targeted sort of.
Yeah, look, everybody will target one or two. That'll be the same as we always do. If we get them one or two, that's brilliant. If we don't, we then move on. But like I've always said, I've got a really good group of lads here. I've got a good group of lads here that understand the club, understand myself, understand the coaching, what's expected, what's needed. The DNA runs through the club. They've been performing really, really well. Yes, injuries have set us back in our aspirations, in our points total, in our targets. Injuries have caused it an issue. We can speak about injuries now because I didn't want to speak about them at the time because obviously that creates an excuse culture, and we don't make excuses. If we're beaten by a better team. So yeah, we've come through it, and hopefully now we start seeing the best of this group of lads, the best of the squad. You'll start seeing the best of the coaches, the best of the manager, because it's been really difficult. It's been really difficult to get anything going or any continuity over the last couple of months. So fingers crossed we can start producing some results and some performances over the next couple of weeks.